Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Princess. We are back and continuing where we left off, but we gotta figure out which route we're going this time. We still have several princesses to go. I just don't know how to get them. We could also try and just... Alright, I want to try and get the adversary again to try and just start from the beginning and make our way through all the choices, right? Because we have, like, none from her. So let's start there. Take the blade and enter the basement. I don't remember how we get her, though. We get to her by trying to be nice and then choosing to kill her, right?
Good.
Down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Yeah, you got me. I'm here to kill you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the...
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess.
You stare.
Squint harder at the
You
princess.
squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever.
I can do whatever I want.
Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Slay the princess.
Doubt
Finish the job. Yes, the adversary. I saw it. Okay, good. What are our options this time? We have a lot of them. We can try and kill her again. Hey, princess, I didn't hear no bell. Maybe you do need a weapon, but it's too late now. You don't need a weapon to win a fight. Witness her resurrection. God. Die to her upstairs unarmed. Ignore the whiners. If she blocks your attacks, you just have to push harder. Here's princess. Die to her upstairs. Okay. Go to the cabin, of course. Go to the cabin, of course. Take the blade. Enter the basement, of course.
No blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone
No little
staircase.
knife this time, huh?
It's
No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Okay. Is there something for talking to her? It's not a fight if you refuse to strike back. Sometimes you have to try and free people even if they don't realize they want to be free. So maybe we can try and help her escape. I actually am just here to chat. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying that I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have to have a lot of things to unpack. Let's see how we're both alive. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a fight with a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
All right. Attack her unarmed. Fine, let's do this.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes. Your hands empty, you charge the princess.
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
Yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet, pal.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her
Oh,
fi-
fuck, I didn't mean to
Bad.
skip that.
You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Your fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Are you serious? That's it?
That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
Get up.
Wait, no, that's not right. You're
Not dead anymore.
I
Yes.
didn't hear no
Your
bell.
eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
What? Wait, no. My face? It's joking, right? You're exaggerating. It's not my face right here. Touch your face. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Can I get my blade now? No, you definitely killed me. I just got better. You're not putting me down that easy. No, you killed me. I just got better.
Maybe this will be a good fight after all.
I could run away. That's hilarious.
The two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped.
Okay.
Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark, again. And you die. Again.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
not
to
over yet,
say.
pal.
That we're not dead?
Yeah, that we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep
Why haven't
going,
we
we're
had this guy
bound to
every
wear her
time?
down eventually.
Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
There's only one way to find out.
Get up.
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice.
Have we ever seen her afraid before?
No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
Hell yeah, we can.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Yeah.
Her fist flies towards where your
Ugh.
face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing.
Everything goes dark and we die?
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
Whoa, hey. Okay. Fight your foe unarmed and go the distance. Hell yeah, we did. The Fury, is that
You're
new?
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Oh
path...
boy, I have
Alright.
not seen this before.
Change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
Now, why would we ever do that? Because she absolutely destroyed us? She sure did. But what a great way to go.
Does it matter? We lost.
Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air?
Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time, and the first time we had a weapon.
Let's check our gallery. All right, yeah, we got a decent amount. Hey, princess, I didn't hear no bell. Still a ton on here though. That's crazy. Oh boy, the Fury. An angel felled as a demon scorned. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got this shit.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one. That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
A little.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You guys better fucking listen to me when it comes time to make a choice.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time. I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
No matter what happens next, it seems like our answer's at the cabin. We might as well see this through.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
I didn't think to check either. We have, so we do actually have some of these still to go. Find the adversary, get her to break her own chains, always leave a means of easy egress. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Spaces between. Damn, both of you to complete existence. Okay, yeah, we've still got a lot of everything. That's fine.
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
All right, into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
It's like a stylistic
The
choice.
only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
We take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. Okay, you picked up the blade, that's fine. But we're not taking it with us. Oh? And what do you plan to do with it then? Oh, I don't know. We throw it out the window.
Hell no.
Yeah, what if we need it? We don't need it. We had her up against the ropes last time. Did we?
We were doing great, but a weapon would have been useful.
Are you saying that you don't think we can win this fair and square?
No, I'm just...
Because it sounds to me like you don't
Oh
think
my
we can
god,
win
he's
this fair
goading
and
him into
square.
this.
You know what, fine, I'm with him. We started round 2 with our fists, and that's
Good
how we're going to
lord.
end this. You, annoying one who keeps telling us what to do. We throw the blade out the window.
You know what? Fuck it. We throw the
Are you
blade out the
serious?
window. We throw the blade out the window.
Can we do that?
It's already done, isn't it?
Yeah, and now you have to describe it to us.
Oh.
With an unceremonious
We don't even get to pick.
whoosh, the pristine blade flies out into the night, never to be seen again. Your destiny, and the destiny of the entire world, awaits. Best of luck. You're going to need it.
No, we absolutely did not throw the blade out the window. Hey, I thought I was the one who made the decisions around here. So what, you can all just override me now? Hell yeah, that kicked ass. Love when my tenants throw things out the windows when I'm not paying attention.
Let's just get on with it. I'm itching for that rematch.
Alright, and then there's the mirror. Let's just approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Wipe what clean? The mirror?
All right.
What are you talking about? But it
Yeah,
has to be
yeah,
removed.
yeah.
Does it matter if it's actually... Let's just smash it and we won't be able to do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't...
All right, smash the mirror.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odour an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. A fight is a song, but there was no music in our conflict. There was no beauty in what we did to each other, and now there's no beauty in me. Come down and see what you've done.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Yeah, let's go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's
Oh,
walls
boy.
are painted in blood. A deep,
Why don't you
sickening
look like a
red
character from
drips
Attack on
down
Titan?
in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound,
Ugh.
the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
Oh, we're beating her ass.
That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
We're beating her ass. Okay, this isn't over until I say it's over. I'm taking you out. Round 3. Let her end you. Please just listen to me. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did. Nah, this isn't over till I say it's over. You're going down, bitch.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch,
Ooh.
you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but
Well,
reality is reality.
What the fuck?
Pah, who needs stuff anyway? Look at us. We might be all over the place, but we're fine.
That's the first thing you've said that's made any sense. We may be down again, but we're not out for the count yet.
Still, you fall to pieces. What is the point of all this power if there's no challenge to using it? This is a numb existence.
Numb, you just ripped your own skin off. Now we are not done. Ignore and push forward.
Though the ribbons of your unraveled body struggle to coordinate, you manage to put one foot forward.
Oh, so there is some challenge left in you. Let's see how long it takes to crush it.
The princess clenches her fist, and as her knuckles tighten, even more of you becomes undone. Your skin is flayed, your fatty tissue torn from your muscles.
What are you? You're clearly not your skin.
Why would we ever be just our skin? We lost so much of it last time. We're obviously more than that. Who cares? I don't like not having skin. It hurts.
The pain doesn't matter. Just keep walking. She can't stop us if we don't let her.
Take another step. Guys, I'm not sure where we've got this one. Take another step.
Still you push on, placing one disaster of a foot in front of the other.
Perhaps muscle is where you dwell.
She smiles,
Ooh.
and again her will tears at you.
Good lord, we're
Muscle
just bone
untethers
now.
from bone. But we need that. We can't do anything if we don't have muscle. Okay, Mr. Anatomy, I hear you. But have you considered how neat it would be if we still kept walking towards her without it?
Yes, do it. Show her how tough we really are.
Take another step. Mr. Anatomy has a point. How can we move? No, take another step.
You shamble on, a mass of organs suspended in bone, all held together by the thinnest strands of connective tissue.
We are killing her.
I really thought that losing your muscle would be the end of you. This is exciting. We're in uncharted depths. I can't wait to see how much more of you I can take before you finally stop moving.
The less that remains of your body, the more fiercely your spirit struggles against that of the princess. But her power is immense. As your organs slip from between your ribs, she takes another step back.
Oh,
Only now,
oh
there
we
is
got
nowhere
this.
left
Oh, we
for her
got
to
this
go.
shit.
She's within your reach, if only you have the determination to reach her.
Of course we have determination. We made it this far, didn't we?
What does this make us? How can we lose so many vital parts of who we are and still be here?
Ask those questions later.
The exact same way we lost every piece of ourselves twice before. Have you forgotten that we've literally died? Twice.
Come on. One more step. Do it. Hit me. Show me what you're made of.
Reach for her heart. This is too much. It's not gonna work. Wouldn't it be better to just start over and try again? Reach for her heart.
Your skeletal hand shoots towards
Oh.
her heart, but the closer it gets, the more brittle it becomes. Flakes of bone are peeled away, exposing the marrow, and the marrow melts, exposing nerves, and the nerves are stripped raw and...
Damn it.
Until what?
Figures. He always seemed weak to me.
In the end, you're nothing. Just like what's left of me.
Nah, this ain't it.
But we're still here, aren't we?
Which means we
Exactly.
aren't finished.
What are we supposed to do? Hit her with nothing?
Give her a heart attack.
Yes.
Slay the princess. Something or nothing burst forward from the place that is you. Threads in the shape of a pristine blade. They pierce her heart.
Huh. I felt that.
We actually did it.
We actually won.
I always knew we had it in us. But what are we going to do with ourselves now?
It's cold.
You do not get the chance to watch her die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. We got another achievement. Triumph over a scorned adversary. 4.1%. Let's go.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror.
Nah, just go to the mirror.
Yeah.
Screw.
Gaze into the reflection, and I'm unraveled. Ooh. Long quiet. Go to the cabin. Go to the princess.
There's a world beyond the endless.
All right. I'm ready to go back. Bring the fury to her. What do we have next? We have the fury. Sometimes when you cut something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. There are other ways to die to nature than to let it swallow you whole. You've seen the worst sights of the prison of the world. You can always choose to walk away empty-handed. You don't need the world for your happy ending. God, there are so many things. There's so many options. We could try and do the Eye of the Needle. With a skeptic companion, thread the Eye of the Needle and lead her to the other side. Give chase but fail to thread the Eye of the Needle. Give chase but fail to thread the Eye of the Needle. We've been here before. We saw that one already, though. Right. I didn't see those two at the top. The only mistake you made last time was not pushing yourself hard enough. I have no idea. There's just too many options. I guess anything we do here, we can get something new. So it doesn't really matter. We still have a lot of things. Do we go with the knife or no? We could try and get the beast, but I don't remember how we get the beast. I think that was to try and kill her. I can't remember. There's too many of these damn princesses. All right, it doesn't matter. Let's go without the blade. No blade, no blade, no blade. I'm here to slay you. Let's talk a bit first. Retrieve the blade. Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away for a bit. We can get to know each other better. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking to the plan of locking her ass up.
It will be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden tape. You settle in against the far wall.
Oh god. Okay, well we've seen this one already, but that's fine. Threat me all you want, all it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess, you're a monster. And we're gonna go to sleep. You're a
I can be
monster.
innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can.
Okay, the nightmare. What do we need to do for her this time? Set your nightmare loose upon the world. Get shoved into a bottomless pit. Slay your only exit. Setting our nightmare loose upon the world gives us a lot of stuff, so let's try and do that. Proceed to the cabin. So I guess let's help her out. Take the blade. Let's just enter the basement.
Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of... You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter. We need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm just going to talk to her. I don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can't do it. Step off into the void. Continue down the stairs. I'm going to talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between...
Okay. Get back the way you came. Let's do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you.
There has to be a way out of... Heart. Lungs. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting off thing?
Heart.
I am what I am.
Liver. Nerves. Heart.
Leave together.
What? No! Liver.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Liver. No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Lungs, liver.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart. Lungs.
Alright,
Liver.
let's follow the princess.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
Okay, I'm curious.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
Where is she? The Spectre. Nightmare. Yes.
Nerves.
Okay.
Heart. Lungs.
Set nightmares loose upon the world. Get shoved to a bottomless pit. Slay your only exit.
Liver. Nerves.
So we could try and kill her here. I think we just let her out.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around
Sorry,
here,
look, man.
don't I?
You're just best at it.
Heart, lungs.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Well, let's go.
The doorknob twists in your hand. revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. Nerves. You bastard. Lungs. You've actually done it. Liver. You've actually doomed heart. Everyone. Lungs. Liver.
It's so beautiful.
Heart.
I can't wait to ruin it.
Liver.
Oh.
Nerves.
But it's so cold, too.
Lungs.
It's itching
Liver.
against my skin.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Heart. Lungs. Liver.
Yeah.
She's gone. And is that
All right, approach the mirror.
this? It's calling.
Okay, gaze into our reflection. The narrator.
I think.
Okay. Where is this place? We gotta ask things we haven't asked before. What's my true identity? Well, that wasn't one of them. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will just get to exist as they are. No more fear, no more howling cows, just life forever. What about, who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times.
You haven't. You flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
Okay, I'm gonna save it. And I'm gonna destroy him and see what happens. You have heard enough. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet. A vast and nascent god. It's time for you to finally wake up. Okay. There was something for destroying the both of us. I don't know how to do that, though. Clearly, there has to be a way to do it. I thought we could just destroy the mirror. After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything.
I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I do.
I want to be
You
me.
are you. And if you had let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Does it hurt when pieces break?
It doesn't.
How do you know everybody else doesn't experience death the way I do?
They obviously don't. You experience.
I think you're wrong. I don't think dying is bad at all. I think you're just making this up as you go.
If you really want to waste valuable time telling me I'm wrong, we both know I.
Say nothing and watch him end. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die. Rest easy. Say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece. I'm just an echo.
I don't know how we do that, but that's okay. You're in the long quiet. Go to the cabin. When you arrive, skip. Okay. What now? What if I try and kill her? Let's save it right here. The problem is we have too many things we still need to get, so let's just make this easier on ourselves. Let me see try and slay her right now.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Okay. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You act as though the world can't exist. I've existed without you.
What is a person?
Good lord.
Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Even when you reduced me to nothing, you could not be rid of him yourself. No. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution. Can you take my hand in yours? You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Stop the fight early and surrender. Let's make another save here. I'm curious. We've not done this yet. Through conflict, we
Nothing
carve
brings me
meaning.
greater
New
joy
achievement.
than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. We've not seen this yet. What's going to happen? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You can feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. What the hell? You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Well, let's go in. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Okay. Nice. We will reload our save here in 2 seconds. Okay. Of course, we have to screenshot that. Of course. Okay, load. Okay, continue to argue your independence.
Time you've spent away from me is still time spent in
Now, this time we're
reference to
killing
me.
her ass.
Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the...
I just realized, is that going to take away... No, we still have that, actually. Okay, cool. I was worried it was going to make us lose things in the gallery. Now we're chilling.
You are weightless and alone.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to get all of
Suspended in the
these.
gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. But you did not go quietly. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood, and through that defiance, you bound us both together. Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
I wouldn't be here if destroying you would leave all of reality to be a colorless blur.
You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
That's crazy because I didn't even do this.
Bound for eternity,
We
you saw
tied
the
ourselves
need for
up.
impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
I'd rather trust an ignorant soul who died trying to make things better than a god who'd let the wheel of suffering turn forever.
Intent is nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turned the wheel because suffering is a falsehood, a delusion. It is up to the world to free itself of it. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty eternity on faith alone? Would you destroy the only other thing like you to save a world you've never seen?
As the clash between you and base princess relaxes, smiling for distance, the rest is welcome.
Are you still committed to my destruction, or has your resolve started to waver? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open.
Okay. Slay the princess. Okay, let's save again. You are cruel to yourself. I cannot let you exist.
Then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you. How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our...
Say nothing. So, let's save again. I tried this last time, and he was like, fuck you, going anyways.
You can't, and look...
So I'm not going to do that one. Let's load. Say nothing.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Okay. Alright. Fuck it. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Both know here you don't have to
sounded
my
just
stick.
like...
Kill her.
And down we go.
Kill
We
her.
shouldn't keep her waiting.
Kill her.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Too little, too late. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
All right. Leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. But there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs. Oh yeah, everything here is you. Feel your wings spinning a cosmic sail. Yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that too. It does not yield. He's gone. She's gone. No one has left to trap us here. Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that have stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A new and unending dawn. Slay the princess. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Cool main menu. Okay. Fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Destroy her without any outside help. I don't know how we do that. Without outside help, I'm not sure how we can do that. Leave with her at the end of everything. Return to your strange beginning and slay her. We don't think there's a way for us to leave. Maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. I also want to figure out how to do that. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I upload daily at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. So long, everybody.